Welcome to Cardigan Bay Fishing Adventures. If you're new to the channel, my name is David Barber. We're working on the boat as usual with this series. I'm not sure what day we're on. Obviously, you've just been watching all the different videos, part 1, part 2, part 3, and so on. We're probably on like day 14, 15 right now, something like that. I've just put surface tissue on all of these sides. So basically I need to knock it all down, get this back now, glassy smooth, ready for paint. I'm hoping there's not going to be too many pinholes and stuff like that. I'm hoping with a final sand now, it will come up pretty good. I've done this side panel, I've done down the bottom, I've done the roof of the cuddy, I've done all around the front, and I've also done the other side. I did start to sand the other side with the lungboard sand with an 80 grit. It's not quite aggressive enough, it's taking too long. So what I'm probably going to have to do is use the 6-inch DA. I'll try it with a 120 grit maybe, because it will rip through this pretty quickly and I don't want to break through it, I just want to flat it out. I'll show you the other side where I've been sanding and you'll see what I mean. It's pretty much removed all of the low spots. I'll show you. So if you look at this now, in here, that is low spots from the surface tissue, but I did only hit it very quickly, probably for 2 or 3 minutes with the sander. I don't know if I'll change the angle, if you'll be able to see it better maybe. I'm not sure. So what we're going to do is go over this with the DA, over all of it with the DA. Obviously you can see where it's overhanging a little bit there. We've also done down here, everywhere. So that's the plan anyway today. Get this as flat as we can, smooth as we can. Today is Wednesday, I'm back in work on Monday. So I'm hoping I can get all this prepped and painted, well at least primed by the weekend. I don't think I can do it, but that's what I'm going to try and do. So I've got today, tomorrow and Friday to get it ready for primer and then prime it all. That's what I'm hoping to do, but there's a lot of work. So, and I've still got to find that strip for the transom at the back for the splash well. So as you would have seen in the time lapse, I've gone over this area all over from top to bottom. There is still a few low spots, so I'm going to have to do the dreaded word, filler. It's only very, very minute, so I'm going to give it a very light skim of filler. I'm going to flat it back with a lungboard on an 80 grit, see how it looks, possibly give it another light skim if it needs it, and then I'll be sanding it by hand. I'm going to get a plank of wood, get some sandpaper on the back, 80 maybe 120 grit, and then I'll hand sand it. I've done a bit at the front, I've done a bit of the ceiling up there. I've been working on some at the back in between, which I'm going to show you now, bit of fiberglass in. But my plan is, like I said earlier, it's Wednesday now. I want to try and get this ready to prime on Saturday. That's my goal. I'm trying my best. We'll see how I get on. I don't know how it's going to go. Depends what we find. I've never done it, have I? It's my first time. I didn't expect this to happen, these little bits. And it is little bits. It's absolutely tiny, but it will show through the paint. So I've got to get that sorted. But most of this now, it does feel bang on. It's really nice. Because obviously there's a join here where this was fiberglass to the cuddy. There was a join around this old window in here, and you'll never know. It's literally nice and smooth and flat. It's going to look factory. So it is working. It's just a long process of layers and more layers and more layers. I'll show you the back quickly. Hopefully you got a decent view from there. I still cannot find the panel that I cut out. I don't know where it is. It's in this shed somewhere. I've stripped everything to try and find it, and I can't find it. So I've started fiberglassing it. I've put a piece of melamine at the back, and you can see it sticking out just there a little bit. So a piece of melamine across, I've hot glued it, and I've also clamped it just in case. I've just done 6 layers of chop strand on there. I'm going to have to build up this edge along here with filler, because where it curves over, I need to reshape that edge. Fiberglass it all over again, build the layers up, finish it with surface tissue, and then knock it back into this area, basically, from the gel coat to there. So I'm building this up first, then I'm going to fiberglass over, build it up here to the gel coat, same that side, and then you match it all in, hopefully. That's going to actually take quite a bit of work. There could be a day's work in there, which I didn't really want to have to do, because I need to get the rest of it prepped. So that's going to slow me down and hold me back. I didn't really think about it much. I've been concentrating on all the big parts, but this is part of the top coat on the outside of the boat, and all of this down here, this part. So that has got to be done before I start priming this. The inside, I'm not worried about that. I can do that with a roller and brush. I don't have to spray the inside, but this does have to be sprayed to get it nice as possible. I'm going to mix up some fiberglass filler now. I'm going to fill this. I'm not going to do that on the video because you've seen that 1,000,001 times. I know you've seen sanding 1,000,001 times, but I'm just explaining what I'm doing, going through. So yeah, I'm going to fill this, let that filler go off, and while it's going off, go back to sanding. Sand for a while. Once it's gone off, more fiberglass on top of it. And then yeah, just keep building the layers up and keep sanding back and forth between different jobs. Right now, what time is it? You can see we're at 20 to 5. So it's getting later in the day, but I'm going to keep going and get as far as I can. Mix up some fiberglass filler for this and start doing this job now. So what I've just done, I've just smoothed out that top edge and smoothed out the left side and the right side where the glass is overlapping. So up this top edge here now, I'll be doing a little bit of fiberglass filler. And then once that goes off, fiberglass over it. Well, once it's tacky, I wouldn't say goes off. As soon as it's toughened up enough to glass over it, I'll glass over everything. And that will be for the final layers then. Something that's not ideal, I'm having problems with this camera. Keeps coming up saying memory card fault. I'm hoping it's just the card, because I've got a few of those at home I can try. But I brought this new camera because the GoPro 8s, it just wasn't very good in the end. Giving this a really good clean with acetone. There shouldn't be any grease on it, but get the dust off, and now gives us a very good surface to put some fiberglass filler up here. I could build this out with fiberglass. Problem is, by the time I've built that lip up, this is going to be sticking out way too far. It's just because it's a rounded corner in here. So fill it, another probably 2 layers of chop strand, maybe 3 to come into this and into this, and then I'm going to go over it with surface tissue. Hopefully I can get this finished off tonight. By tomorrow when I come back, it's hard enough. I can trim the bottom off, and then I can give it a good flat back and hopefully match it into this and this gel coat basically. That's the plan, but we will see. Well, I wasn't gonna show this, but I'm showing it. Basically it's silica gel. So what you do, get the resin, catalyst, mix that together, then you start adding your powder after you've mixed the resin up, and then you get the desired consistency, which I've got right here. So all I'm doing with this, just going to press it into the top up here. I'll go over it then and smooth it out. I just want to push it up in there just to fill any voids up there, because there could be some voids. And it's just going to make my life a lot easier with fiberglass in, getting that radius back. Yeah, I missed a few holes last time when I was going over it, so that's just what I'm tidying up now. I'll have a quick look around while I've got this tub and see if there's anywhere else that needs doing. Well, now all those holes are filled and all the little bits I've gone over. I've even gone over the holes around where the windows are going to be, so that's a structural filler, so that'll be totally fine. I might have to skim over a little bit of body filler at the top just to smooth it out. So now I'm going to get back on with sanding. This side's still got to be done. The front piece has got to be done, and that roof's got to be done on the cuddy. So yeah, back to sanding. I'm not sure what time we're at now. Yeah, we're at 20 to 6. I'm only showing you the time so you can see the process through the day, how long it takes. It takes a while. I think I'm covered in dust as well, looking at the camera. Or is it grey? Might be grey. Sending me grey. Yeah, let's get back on with the sanding. I don't want to, but I've got no choice. Well, I'm going to finish up for today. I've just gone over this now. You can see a bit of dry tissue over the gel coat. I've gone over that with another 3 layers of 450 chop strand, and then I've gone over it with lots of layers of tissue. I don't know how many, to be honest. I've been using offcuts, ripping it off. I've built it up. It's level here. It might be protruding a little tiny bit, so I'll go over and flat that back tomorrow when I get back. But yeah, I'm going to pack up now. I'm not even sure what the time is now. Yeah, it's 6:15 on the night nearly. So yeah, pack up now, get back up here in the morning. Start flattening this back, carry on sanding everything else. and try and stay on track for primer on Saturday. Fingers crossed. Anyway, I'm going to get off. This video will probably carry on for you in 1 second, but for me, I'm going to bed and I'll be back tomorrow. So I'm not sure what day we're on. Yesterday I didn't film. I've sanded all this back, literally. It's very, very, very close now. There's a little area here. This was the surface tissue, obviously. I've gone over the side pieces. I've gone over these gunnels or the side of the boat again, all the way down. Plan today now, I've knocked down the worst of everything. So there's a little bit of rough patches here and on that edge, but most of it is done. So I'm going to start at the top, the very, very top, on the roof of the fly bridge, and I'm going to work my way down. So I'm going to sand up there now. If I find any areas that need filling, I'll sort the fly bridge out first, fill it all, then I'll move to the cuddy, sort that out, then move to the gunnels and go through it like that. Today's now Friday. My plan was to paint it tomorrow. It's not going to happen. There's not a chance. This took a lot longer to get back flat than I thought it would with the surface tissue. What I should have done when I originally glassed it is put 2 or 3 layers of tissue on. I've actually burnt through here. You probably can see it on the video. So I'm going to have to do a little tiny bit of filler here just to get the shape back. It was just an accident. I was sanding and just went straight through it. So yeah, going to get on with it. I'm not going to do too much talking. Most of this will be time lapse so I can crack on and get through the boat work. So yeah, start at the top, work my way down and get it ready for prime.